It's under 20 megabyte and has UI. For this video, I want to show you cool stuff that you never seen. As you can see in my background, I have a computer. That one is pretty old. It even doesn't have a USB 3 port at all. It doesn't have it. We are going to do three different things in it. First one is having an operating system without any hard drive. Also without any flash drive, USB stick, anything. We're going to launch an operating system that use only RAM. The whole operating system placed on RAM. The other thing is having an operating system on a CD drive. Look how cool it's going to be that. And for the final adventure, we are going to install an operating system that the total size of it is less than 20 megabytes. The whole operating system with these apps locate 14 megabytes. Let's jump to that PC and install it. Most of you know me from the weird things that I did. As you can see, this PC doesn't have any hard disk. I just disconnect all of them. I created the Bootable flash disk, then plugged that in to start our first project. Let's go. I plug that in, press F2 on the keyboard, and then go to the boot menu. In this part, I will choose the first boot option to my flash disk and then save changes and exit from this boot menu. Save and exit from UEFI. As you can see, I have lots of ISO image in my flash disk. If you want to know how I created that flash disk, watch the tutorial at the end of the screen. I also put it in the description. Right now, I choose the Bootable Linux. Press on it and wait until these weird things finish. As you can see, it says copying the files to RAM. It's going to copy the files into RAM. It means that the whole operating system stays on RAM instead of HDD. Ta-da! We are using Bootable Linux right now. This operating system is really cool. I revive an old Chromebook with that. In the last challenge that I have, I used this operating system a whole week and the result is shocking. I love this operating system and I let it be in my Chromebook because it works well. Right now, I just eject my flash disk to find out does it going to work or not. I disable it and the result was shocking. As we know, this operating system copy all of its files into RAM and it works well right now. I can do anything that I want. You might say that, wow, that's cool, but the bad point is after you turn off your device, your computer, your laptop, anything, the whole operating system that we have is going to be forgotten. It's going to be deleted because it saves into RAM memory. After each restart or after each shutdown, the whole memory, the whole files, the whole stuffs that saved into RAM are going to delete it. And after each restart, we will have a fresh RAM unit. Because if it doesn't like that, we need to have terabytes of RAM instead of gigabytes of RAM. 8 gigabytes, 10 gigabytes. Okay, that's simple. For the next task, I found a Linux distro which is pretty light and we are going to burn it into disk and put it into that old PC. Let's go. For now, it's the time to do the second challenge. As you can see, I found this light Linux distro version. Okay, that's the size of it. The name of that is antiX and I'm going to simply burn it into a CD drive. I use ImgBurn. This software is totally free and let's do it. I plugged in my disk and right now I jump into the ImgBurn software. I click on write image file to disk and in here I will need to choose my file. I copy the path, paste it in here, double click on my target file and this is my DVD writer. That's my laptop DVD writer. Ta-da! I put my DVD drive into PC, then go to the boot option and choose my DVD as first boot. Then jump to exit menu, save changes and exit. Ta-da! That's this operating system. The DVD spin a lot. I heard lots of sounds from it. Right now I use the first one and press on enter button. That's how it boots. As you can see, this operating system doesn't have any UI. It just looks like a Linux terminal. And in this part, we can do many things. I try sudos, I try disk part, and then I didn't get any answer because that is a CD drive. If it was a flash disk and I put it in a USB stick, I would get results. But because it's just a CD, it don't show me any directory. This one is for pros. My expectation was like this. This one already has a cool UI. I just plugged in the disk and I will see what's going on my PC. I will see a cool UI. I can do other things like Bootable Linux. I was comparing this one with Bootable Linux, but after I mounted it, I found out that the whole story was different. I think all of you expected that this second way has a cool UI, but it doesn't. The point is, if you want to continue doing that process, You can burn Bootable Linux instead of that antiX. AntiX UI, antiX graphic is like that. But if you want to have an operating system with a cool UI, you can burn Bootable Linux instead of antiX in your CD. It's possible. For the final adventure, I found an operating system that the total size of it is less than 20 megabytes. Nowadays, less people are using Wikipedia, but for Nano Linux, I opened Wikipedia blog to find out what is this software. As you can see, this one is an open source, free, and very lightweight Linux distribution, Linux distro, that requires only 14 megabytes of disk space, including tiny version of the most common desktop applications and several games. It has games on 14 megabytes of disk space. It's based on the core version of Tiny Core Linux distribution and uses BusyBox NanoX instead of XRG. The whole operating system is 14 megabytes. It has games, it has useful desktop applications. And that's how it looks. It has image viewer, it has calculator, it also has chess game, it has paint, sheet like Excel, and a note app. The latest release is in 2015. 11 years ago, they built this masterpiece. I love it. Let's see how that one looks. Well. Right now we're going to try this Nano Linux. I downloaded it, put it on my flash disk, and this is tiny Nano Linux. Really small. Okay, it boots up. Boom! Look at this. Look at this masterpiece. I just got shocked. It also has games. It has several games in it. I don't know what to say. Let's try one of these games. Okay. How should I play that one? I don't know. The refresh rate is real low, but that has a nostalgia vibe. I find out that I should press on the space button, and as you can see, the game starts. I can play this one a whole day. It feels like old retro games that I used to play. I love them. I love those styles. These are real games that I enjoy, not high quality, I don't know, killing stuffs and these kind of things. These kind of games are really joyful for me. I can play them as long as possible. Let me close it. As you can see, it has lots of other features. That's its research file. It has a music player, and it also has calculator. The whole operating system is 14 megabytes. It also has background for it. I can see the OS information, and I love it. I don't know what to say. I think the programmer gods wrote this operating system. Damn, that already has a UI on it. It's Linux, baby. It's under 20 megabytes and has UI. I don't know. It's kind of weird for me. And the point is, when you are using Windows, Mac, or any other operating systems except Linux, they give you requirements. That one already needs electricity. No requirements needed. It's under 20 megabytes. All done. If you want, you can watch this video too. And that one, I revive an old Chromebook, 2014 Chromebook. See you there.